For me, Justine was a very sensitive, creative human being that felt things maybe sometimes more than other people. And to me, her relationship with the planet turns into almost her being a representation of the planet towards the end. And so it almost feels like she has some kind of psychic relationship in the beginning of the film. But I would say that sometimes the world is too much for her.
Well, for me, Justine is the sick one, the one who needs to be cared for. And Claire is the one that becomes sick in the end and who can't cope with the reality, whereas Justine can. Her fear goes away when there are reason to be fearful. She's not anymore. That's why I love that balance between them, because they exchange their parts.
You know, when I write, I write about myself, and she gets a depression, and this is more or less a description of my own depression. So but somehow I see myself in both of the sisters, and it's kind of, you can also, if you choose, see them as one person, two sides of the same person. I think that's how I write.
During the wedding, I think Justine really, really wants so badly to like be normal and be in love and have this relationship work, and I think that this is the closest thing that she's had to something really working, and she's really, really, I think, wants more than anything for this to work. But I think, you know, her true emotions so overcome, you know, this feeling that she's just fighting against. It just overcomes her and wins.
The thing is, for me, Claire is in control at the beginning of the film, or she wants to be in control. She's also wanting to be in control of her sister's fear, her sister's sickness, and trying to reassure her in a very stupid way. But it's the only way she knows how to react to that kind of sickness.
To me, it made sense and was beautifully done, and I wouldn't do something like that for every film or every director. It takes a certain artist to I think, communicate that in a way where you feel safe and that it will be used for the right reason and appropriately, and not, you know, I think Lars is someone who is very mindful of that.
Very early on in the project, I chose the music from Wagner, which is the prelude to Tristan and Isolde. And that is not what you would consider melancholic music. That is what you would call romantic music. And I would say that that has kind of somehow turned the whole thing into a very romantic film, also in the images and stuff. It is highly romantic.
That's the thing about Lars's films, that people hate them and people love them. It's not really, there's no really muddy water there. So I think that this movie is the kind of movie where you leave the movie theater with friends and you talk about it for hours, which is, that's great when film does that.